Can you transform into a Super Saiyan at will? Can you transform into a Super Saiyan?
How's it going, everyone? And welcome to Facing the Encounter with my name Jeff. Today we are going to do the final round of the LED tournament. We are going to be going up against Ebony Maw. This will be done on standard 1, expert 1. So the heroes that I've selected to do this game, the first one will be with Venom. And then the final game will be a wizard versus wizard battle. Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme. And yeah, that should be a lot of fun. Real quickly, before I get everything going here, I just want to go over the deck build for what I'm going to use for Venom. And there it is. Okay, so with my Venom deck, I'm going to be doing a protection build. Threw in the repurpose to basically give us more ready ups. Venom has weapons that are also tech traded, so we can use those to also ready ourselves up and add the power to our stats. But I also threw in some 2 copies of energy barriers and a force field generator to also give us more targets to whenever we need it. Only ran 3 allies in this. Daredevil, Jocasta. Jocasta was put in there just so that way we can target Grasping Tendrils. Because Grasping Tendrils is nice because when the villain would initiate an attack, we can actually just cancel that and throw a stun on it. So because that's actually pretty good, because when Ebony Maw would activate, we can actually stop him, and that will also delay the counters on the spell environments that are going to be on the table, because when he starts, he puts spells on the table that will do bad things to us. So out of that, nothing too crazy 2 copies of What Doesn't Kill Me. Give us a little heal, another ready. I think the main objective at this point is we definitely want to get our multi-gun on the table because that's Venom's bread and butter. It lets us do a lot of things. Helps remove threat, helps us do damage. This will also be good to have in case we, end up dealing with our nemesis, which is a bunch of enraged symbiotes. So that way we could use that to ping about 1 damage on them and take care of them right away. And yeah, so also threw in the leading blow. Thought that'd be kind of a unique thing to use with him. Especially if we get our pistols on the table, we can increase our attack powers, so we should be able to at least get that to trigger. And yeah, I'm really excited to give this deck a try on that. So, other than that, let's get cooking, if you will. All right, so we'll get our nemesis. Oh, actually, I think I forgot to update it too. Let me check. I think I think I forgot to update this, but oh yeah, I did. So there should be one more card added in there, and I'm gonna do it right now, so that way it's in there. I wanted to add the symbiote suit also to the deck, so just a little. There you go. Now I re-added it in there. So yeah, I wanted the symbiotes in there because we're a symbiote. We should have it. Keep it thematic. Let's see. Flash Thompson. Okay, I think we're ready to give this going. So we start with 12 hit points. Ebony Maw starts with 23 on stage 3. Alright, Alright, so when Ebony Maw activates against you, remove an invocation counter from each spell card in your play area. When revealed, discard player cards from the top of the encounter deck until a spell card is put to the card into play in the play area. Alright, and then attack on nowhere. This will start with 1 threat per player. And then this one is... Whoa! So each player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until a spell environment is discarded, and then put that into play, and then shuffle the encounter deck. So we do this one first, because you always reveal the main scheme first. So we'll discard till we get a spell. Alright, so we get pacification. And it's put into place, so we don't have to worry about the search effect. And then we go ahead and discard, so we get another one. And we get Fireball. This doesn't get shuffled back in because it doesn't say to do that. Oh. Where did I put that? All right. 4 and 3. Let's use the blue ones first. So we have a general idea of what we're dealing with here with these two environments. So with pacification, it comes in with 3 counters. After the last counter is removed, we discard this, and then we exhaust each upgrade we control. That could be very damning for us, because we love our guns. The Fireball is kind of nasty, so after 4 counters, after the 4th one's removed on this, it's going to deal 4 damage to my identity. So I'm going to have to watch my health situation, because if I get to a situation where my health is 4, this isn't indirect, it's direct damage, and then I die. And that's a loss. Alright. Flash Thompson. Alright, so we are, with Flash Thompson Age of Venom, we have a unique rule. We are allowed to control 1 additional upgrade that has the restricted keyword. So our guns all have restricted, so we'll be okay there. So the setup is done after the mulligans and everything like that, but what we do is we can discard the top. We can discard cards from the top of our deck until we discard a weapon upgrade, and then we can actually put that in our hand. So let's draw up our hand size. So Energy Barrier, Project Rebirth 2.0, love to see that. Running gun's good. That's fun. Behind enemy lines. Okay, so definitely want this. The Grasping Tendrils in this case would actually be pretty good because we can stall some of this stuff. So I want to go ahead and get that out because if I do use it, then I can target that when I get when I draw into Jocasta. All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6 savage attack. All right, so the good news is probably what we can do. It's gonna we can use this to pay for Project Rebirth. We can use this. We could use that to play for Savage Attack. We can hold this for defense. The nice thing is with this too, the cost is that we exhaust Project Rebirth, so we can actually give ourselves an extra card draw. I'd rather use that to pay for it, I think. But, alright, so now we'll use our stop ability. We'll discard cards until we get a weapon upgrade. So there goes Daredevil, Defiance, Spider Sense, Boo. Hey! That's what you want to happen. The opening turn. You get right into the multi-gun. Perfect. Alright, so what we'll do is we're going to use the Power Protection as a resource to put in our Project Rebirth. We'll go ahead and use the Project Rebirth to draw a card into a pistol. Alright, so we're getting guns right off the rip. So I think that's going to be... I think our priority now is to get our guns on the table. So we'll go ahead and use Genius to put out a pistol. Oh no, it's a 1 cost. Alright, so I'd rather use the Savage Strike to get my pistol out. And instead of using Leading Blow, I'm going to use that to get out our multi-gun. We'll hold on to the Grasping Tendrils. Alright, first things first, let's just go ahead and attack Ebony Maw. Let's go ahead and attack Ebony Maw and exhaust our pistol to do 3 damage to him. He gets hit down for 20. We'll use the multi-gun and we'll hit him for 2. And we get him down to 18. We'll go ahead and save our Grasping Tendril. And we get Jocasta, perfect. And we get an Iron Fist. Welcome to the team, Danny. Defiance. And a Repurpose. Initially what I'm going to probably do... I want to use this to pay for everything. I'm probably going to use Iron Fist as the 1 cost there. I'll do 1 damage to myself to generate a resource. Play the Grasping Tendrils. We'll stop his activation. And then next turn we'll use 2 resources, damage ourselves, and get Jocasta back on the table, and then we'll get Grasping Tendrils back in our hand. Got that on the table. So I think that's the play I'm going to go with. All right, so it's villain's turn. 1 threat goes onto the main. Ebony Maw is going to activate, but we're going to hero interrupt that. So when the villain would initiate an attack, we can cancel that attack. But actually, you know what? I don't think that stops his activation. When Ebony Maw activates, oh, when he does. Okay, so we are stopping the activation. So we are following the rules on that. Okay, so We're going to hero interrupt. We're going to use our power to damage ourselves 1 damage to generate a wild resource. And then we will go ahead and we're going to use Iron Fist. Well, we could just make that a physical, throw this. But we won't have enough to play Jocasta next turn, so that's the bummer part. Yeah, no, I'd rather just do that. Alright, so we're gonna use the Iron. We'll use Iron Fist, I guess. That's a physical resource, so that satisfies Grasping Tendril. So when the villain initiates the attack against you, cancel the attack. If you paid this card using only physical resources, which he is a physical, and our wild is going to be a physical. We cancel the attack, and we'll go ahead and stun him. So because he didn't activate, these two will not activate, will not trigger. So we stalled it. We'll get an encounter card, which will become the Black Dwarf, and Black Dwarf's attack gains overkill, and he has 3 attack. Moving on to our turn next. We're going to go ahead and use our power again. Do 1 damage to ourselves. And we're going to pay 1/2 resources to get Jocasta onto the table. So when Jocasta hits the table, our hit response would be we can target a defense event in our discard pile and attach it to her. And the Grasping Tendrils, again, is a defense. So we'll go ahead and put that underneath her. And then we can play that whenever we want. As if it was in our hand. We'll go ahead and use multi-gun. We'll go ahead and use multi-gun. We'll remove 2 threat off the main. And then we're going to go ahead and attack. Actually, no, I say we just get rid of him altogether. So we'll leave the 2 on there. We'll use the multi-gun. We'll ping 2 damage onto him. And then we're going to go ahead and attack for 2, 3. That'll be 5. And then we'll have Jocasta attack for 1, which is 6. So he's off the table. Jocasta will get 1 damage to herself. And that will be our turn. And now we have a running gun. We have a leading blow. Power protection, symbiote suit, and savage tag. All right. So 1 threat goes on to the main. Bring this up to 3. Ebony Maw is not going to activate against us because they're stunned. We'll get the encounter card to be a gang up. So they are going to attack in all the minions. But I'm going to go ahead and use... I'm actually going to use the symbiote suit. And I'm going to use this... I'll use our power gun, drop us down to 9. To generate another physical resource. To play the Grasping Tendrils that was attached to Jocasta. So we'll cancel the attack. And then we did use only physical resources. We'll restun him again. Okay, next, what we're going to do is we're going to multi-gun. Let's do, how do we want to do this? Yeah, let's multi-gun for 2. And then we'll go ahead and hit Ebony Maw for 2, 3. Drop him down to 15. And then what we'll do is we'll play 3 resources. We'll do a running gun. We get to ready ourselves back up. Unexhaust any of our weapons. We'll get him for 2. We're going to hit him for another 3. Drop him down to 10. And we'll go ahead and hit him for another 1. Drop him down to 9. And that will end our turn. Drop to a hand size of 5. Another Grasping Tendrils. Another pistol. An energy barrier. What doesn't kill me? And a Defiance. Sweet. Okay. Ebony Maw is going to activate, or, well, one threat goes onto the main. Going to activate Stunned. Counter card is Shadows of the Past. Clintar Frenzy comes into play. Comes in with 2 threat per player. Threat cannot be removed from this scheme while a symbiote enemy is in play. So all of our nemesis are symbiotes, so we're going to have to get rid of those first before we can even touch them. This also comes with a hazard. So all these have guard and patrol. So we can't touch the main or attack the villain until we take care of those. Okay. Sweet. Turn moves over to us. We're going to use this. We'll pay 1 damage to get our pistol on the table. We're gonna use our multi-gun to ping 1 damage off of each of them. We are going to... We're going to 2 resource and put in a energy barrier. And then what we're going to do is we're going to swing. We'll take 1 out. We'll have to cost to take out the other one. Actually, I don't even think we need to even do that to her yet. Because if he attacks, I'll just ping 1 off, kill him, or, yeah. Because we're going to cancel his attack. So when he attacks, we'll reduce 1, take a damage, ping it back at him. That's probably we just get rid of him. We'll do that. Take out the other one. And let's hold on to this. One threat goes on. Alright, well, we'll draw our hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, perfect. So we have a physical resource to pay for that. Okay. So the threat goes on. Ebony Maw is going to attack. We're going to play, we're going to Hero Interrupt. We're going to play Grasping Tendrils. Physical resource. We'll do 1 damage to ourselves. To do another physical resource. We will cancel the attack. We used only resources to pay for this. We stun him again. Alright, and then Enraged Symbiote is going to attack me for 2. I'll go ahead and let that come through. He's going to attack me for 2. I'll go ahead and let that go through. So I'm going to take 1 damage, and then I'm going to ping a damage back onto him, so he's defeated. And then this Enraged Symbiote is going to attack for 1. I'll take the damage, take 1 off of here, take him out. Alright, so we cleared off that. We can go after that now. I think it might be better. We don't have a double. Well, we will with that. Alright, so let's see what the encounter is going to be. We get 2 of them because there's hazards. So first one's going to be Outrider. When revealed, you have to discard 1 card random from our hand. We do not want it to be the thwart one because we were hoping to try and get a confuse on him. And it was. Alright, so that's unfortunate. The next one's going to be Black Order Infantry, has guard. So now he's getting some protection. Okay, and then turn will move over to us. Boom. What do we do? We gotta get rid of the guard. He's stunned, so we won't have to worry about that activation. So we probably might as well just take care of these. We have the repurpose, so that would actually be nice. Let's use, so we can just use, we don't have patrol. We might as well do that because we're not going to be thwarting. Let's use multi-gun to remove 2 threat per scheme. Let's get rid of the ones that's got the hazard on it. And then let's do this. We'll attack for 2. Get rid of him. Then we'll repurpose, remove this. Ready up. We'll go ahead and add which would be an overkill. Well, we'll just add the 2 on there so we have 4 attack. We'll swing on that. Get rid of him. We'll hold on to the double. Hopefully he doesn't draw into a advance. So we got the stun that'll help us out with that, but so 1, 2, plan B, leading blow, 3, 4, lock and loaded, and another running gun. I like that actually. All right. So 1 threat goes on. Ebony Maw stunned. Our encounter card will be Blood Despair. When revealed, each minion engaged with the player activates against that player. Each player who is not engaged with the minion searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Black Order minion and puts it into play engaged with them, then shuffle the encounter deck. Let's take a gander what we got in this thing right now. So he's got 1, 2, 3. Alright, so he still has 4 encounter cards with 3 boost icons. So we still have to be aware about that. Super Giant has Quick Strike. I don't want to be stunned. We have another Outrider that'll make me discard a card from my hand. I don't want that either. And we still have a Master Plan in here. We still have Under Fire. We still have both advances to worry about. We still have a bunch of spells in there. Which, if those start, once those start hitting the table, then the surging is going to go crazy. Alright, let's... Oh, he gets a tough stats card too. Let's see. It has to be a Blackguard one, right? I mean, we could easily just bring out Black Dwarf. And we could just easily just murder him. What do we got in our hand right now? We can use Leading Blow on him too. Oh, he gets put into play. Oh, that's perfect then. So we'll go ahead and put the Outrider in. Put into play. Yep. So put into play. Nothing bad happens. I love it. Cool. So what we could actually do now at this point is we could use the multi-gun to ping the tough off. And then we could attack the Outrider. And we could use Leading Blow. So when your hero makes a basic attack, discard the top card of the encounter deck, and then reduce that attacks by 1. But we're going to attack him for 4, just so we have that. He's got a, because most of, like, the only thing that's going to stop us is that 3 boost, because most of Ebony Maw's boost icons have the majority of them are 2. So I got, with the expert level in there, there's 4 expert icons, 3 icons to worry about. So we'll go ahead and attack him for 4, and then discard this, which is a 2. So we still do damage, we defeat him, and then we get to ready back up. That's my card. Alright, so at this point, what I think I want to do is I want to use the Lock and Loaded to put a plan B on the table. And then I'm going to go ahead and swing for 2 damage on Ebony Maw, which will drop him down to 7. Then we're going to use our power to hurt ourselves to generate a resource. And then we'll play a energy and a running gun, which allows us to ready back up. Ready up all of our weapons. And then we can go ahead and... I think what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and thwart for 4, clear the main off. We'll use multi-gun and do 2 damage to him. And I think it's still kind of risky because we still got a lot of encounter deck left. I kind of want to flip down and get a heal in. But we won't lose the game unless like he gets both advances. But let's risk it. Let's see what happens. We'll flip down. We'll do this. Get us down to 7. And we'll go into player turn or villain turn. He's gonna scheme for a lot, so good chance we'll probably lose the main. So 1 threat goes on. He is about to activate. So we have nothing to stop it. We remove 1 counter off each. He's scheming for 3, 4, 5.
There you go, we lost it.
Alright, shuffle the encounter deck, discard pile into the encounter deck, and then each player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until a spell environment is discarded this play and then puts it into the play area. And then this gets 1 threat per player and 9. And then we lose. So this goes back into the encounter deck. Oh, that also probably would have helped if I drew my hand. So. Oh, and I decked out. So, actually, I should have put it... Alright, so I messed up. I should have... I screwed up. We're getting an encounter card regardless. I should have put the encounter card first. So, let's do that first, and then let's discard so we get a spell. And we did. And that will get 3, so that's a Rubble Storm. Now it's encounter card phase. He's gonna get some protection. Alright, so after aberration prevents 2 or more damage from a single attack, discard it. So actually that won't even count for my multi-gun because it's not considered an attack, so we could actually just ping the 2 damage on him. And then manipulation, this has surge. And then, oh boy, here we go. Now things are gonna ramp up. So this gets 2 counters. Alright, so channeling trance, when revealed, remove 1, so remove 1 off each. And so we're good. That's it. And I gotta finish shuffling up my deck. We are gonna have some spells go off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Grasping Tendrils. Oh, another Grasping Tendrils. Perfect. We actually need those. Let's do... keep that for this. I think I should keep that for this. Let's heal. We'll exhaust 3 to... So that'll prevent the... So that's going to prevent... Oh, actually, no. Attack for 4. He prevents 2 damage off of that, so he's still going to take 2. This gets discarded. And then we'll multi-gun for 1, 2. I think we go ahead and play the 4. We pay the 4, and we put down an Avengers Mansion. We use it to draw a card into behind enemy lines. Doesn't help. Alright, so good thing we have the Grasping Tendrils because I really want to try to prolong these from going off. So let's ready up. So we have 3 cards in our hand. 3, 4, Symbiote Suit, 5. Okay. So we can use a Symbiote Suit at this point. Or we could put the suit on now. Hold on. Let's just think it through. So he's got 3 damage. Threat goes on. We're going to use Grasping Tendrils. We're going to use the suit. And we'll use our power to cancel the attack. And then it's only physical resources, so we stun him. And then he gets an encounter card, which will be Landing Craft. When defeated, discard cards from top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play engaged with the player who defeats this. So I'll get a Crisis, and this comes in with 2 threats. So turn moves over to us. Let's Avengers Mansion. Draw a card into What Doesn't Kill Me. Let's go ahead and attack him for 2. We'll use a Leading Blow. And then we'll make that a 3/4. So we're gonna discard a top card, and that's one of the 3. So when your hero makes a base attack, discard. You reduce your attack zero by the number of print boost icons. So we attacked for 3. 2, 3, 4. And then we reduce that by that. We still do 1 damage, which is nice. So now we get the ready. And then that goes Black Dwarf and a triple boost icon. And then we can actually go ahead and use our multi-gun and do 2 damage to him. And bring him down to 0. Actually, do we want to do it that way? Or we do have behind enemy lines. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's clear this first. Oh, yeah. Clear that. It's defeated, so we discard until we get a minion. Okay, so we get an enraged symbiote. So it has guard and patrol. And then we can actually attack that for 2. He's gone. And then we could do... We'll use the enemy behind lines. We'll use our power to do 1 damage. To generate a physical resource to play What Doesn't Kill Me. So we can ready up, and then we can heal 2. And raise it up to 10. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and hit him for 2. When revealed, each player discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until they discard a spell card and puts that into the play area. We get our manipulation. Alright, and he gets 23 hit points. How many advances did we get rid of? So no master plan, no advance, no under fire, no obligation, no killer, no entire frenzy, no advance. So we got rid of 1 advance. Okay. And that will end our turn, so let's ready up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One threat goes on to the main. Ebony Maw is stunned. It activates, so none of these go off. We're going to have 2 environments going off next time he activates, so we got to be careful. And we still got these ones at 2. So we get our encounter card, which is going to be Reactor Overload. When revealed, each player must choose to either take 2 damage or place 2 threat here. Decisions, right? And it's got Crisis, so we have to get rid of that. I'll take the 2 damage. so this has 3 threat on it. Let's do... Let's use Avengers Mansion for a savage attack. We'll go ahead and do a savage attack. So we'll deal 5 damage. Drop him down to 18. We'll go ahead and thwart 3 off of this. We're going to multi-gun to take 2 off of here. We'll hold off. We're going to scrap the spider sense. At this point, we're just trying to control at this point. Drawing up to 5. Lock and loaded. Energy. And a defiance. Alright. 1 threat goes in the main. Villain's going to activate. We're going to go ahead and play another Grasping Tendrils. We're going to use Daredevil as a physical resource, and then we're going to damage ourselves 1. To use the other, and then that will cancel the attack, and we use stuns, or we use both physical, so he gets stunned again. Counter card is going to be another Factor Overload. Again, I'm just gonna take the 2 damage, and then I'll just get 3 threat on there. Turn moves over to us. We are going to use Avengers Mansion again. Draw 1 card into another Savage attack. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do another Savage attack. We'll do 5 damage to him. Which will drop him down to 13. We'll use multi-gun to clear the main. And then we'll go ahead and thwart 3 off of here. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and use Plan B, and we will discard a random card from our hand and deal 2 damage to the villain, to an enemy, which drops him down to 11. Alright, if we don't get a bad encounter card, we should be able to win this game next turn. We'll hold on to the lock and load it, I guess. So, 1, 2, 3. There's Iron Fist. Running gun, perfect. Alright, this could be the win right here. Maybe. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch, or before our spells pop off. So we're going to put 1 threat on the main. He's stunned. Doesn't activate. Counter card is going to be an assault. So the villain is going to attack us. What do we got here? Anything good? No. Alright, so he's going to attack. So he's attacking for 2 and a boost. Now I'm pretty sure if he doesn't, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're good on the 3 boosts. So I don't think he's gonna do. But we have the running gun. I'm just gonna take it. This is gonna discard a. This is gonna stun us. Yeah. So this this has to happen first. So 1, 1, 1. So this comes off. Just all right after the. Exhaust each upgrade you control and you're stunned. That can slow things down. Manipulation. After this, discard one random card, and then you're confused. This is getting tilted. Thank God it was that one, not my running gun. All right, and then he hits me for 4. Okay, so this is hurtful. 11 damage. Everything, we got the running gun to ready everything up though, which is nice. Let's Avengers mention, see if there's anything we can draw that might save us behind enemy lines. We could actually play this, but we're confused. Unless we exhaust ourselves to get the confused gone. And then flip down while he's confused. These won't activate. There's only 1 advance left. I think I want to play it safe since I'm only dealing with 1 health right now. I'm going to exhaust myself to get rid of the confused. I'm going to play it behind enemy lines. I only use mental resources so we can confuse Ebony Maw. We'll clear this. We can't really do anything else. We're going to flip down. We're going to Project Rebirth. Get up to 4 health. So now we have hit points. I don't think we're going to need Iron Fist. The running gun, I think, is going to be the most important thing. So I'm just going to dip those 2. We'll ready up. And then we'll drop to a hand size of 6. Four, 5, 6. Okay. 1 threat goes on to the main. Ebony Maw is confused. Quick strike, and we're an alter ego, so that's awesome. That nothing hurts us there. And that's our turn. We're going to Project Rebirth. Avengers Mansion. Repurchase. Going to exhaust to get rid of my stun. I'm going to multi-gun to hit them for 2. And then I'm going to go... Okay. I'm going to spend these 3 to running gun. And then I'm going to use multi-gun to hit 2 damage on Maw. Bring him down to 9. I'm going to attack Supergiant for 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to use a leading blow. And I still do damage, so they are defeated. I get the ready back up. And then I'm going to attack Ebony. I'm going to thwart one off the main. And then I'm going to use a repurpose to discard my multi-gun. And I'm going to use and ready up Venom. And I'm going to put the 3 on his attack. So now he has a 5 attack. And we're going to go ahead and hit Ebony Maw for 5. Bring him down to 4. And then I'm going to play another repurpose. I'm going to rip off one of my pistols. And add that power to my attack, which is a 5. Now it's a 6 because it stays like that until the end of the round. So we have a 6 attack, and we go in, and that's it. We defeat him. And there it is. Ebony Maw has been defeated on Expert by Agent Venom. That's a 10. And we still had 3 spells left on the table to go off, which is crazy. We had a lot of spells on there. You really gotta, like, respect the fact of, like, how much control those grasping tendrils is. Well, oh, all right. So now this all shuffled up again. All right. So the next one's gonna be with Doctor Strange. All right. Well, I'll get this all cleaned up. I'm just going to take a 5-minute breather. And I will be right back. Yeah. Where is it? Yep.
That's it.
Testing. Ooh. Ooh. No. Yeah, we're back. All right. Doctor Strange, one of my all-time favorite Marvel characters. I thought this would be a nice, fun, unique little battle between two magic users, two wizards, if you will. Yeah, it was cool because when I went to Assemble, I actually won a raffle, and I got the alternate art cards that I've always wanted. So it was kind of cool. I won those. And then this one right here is like a custom made one, but it's holographic, which I thought's really cool. Let me use this one. I like the shiny. Alright, our invocation deck for our crafty spells. Real quick, we'll take a look at the build. I figured since Ebony Maw has, armies of Titan, we'll bring our own army. As you can see, it's packed with a lot of Avengers. So it's pretty straightforward. Try to get as many Avengers on the table as we can. I probably should have put a Triskelion in the deck, but I didn't. I was already at 42. I could have gone 43, I guess. I never really cared too much about what the deck size is. Summoning spell, because we have it in our card pool. We took this because we had Doctor Strange and we took, the oh god, what was the box set called? Thinking. It has Adam Warlock in it. Why can't I remember the name? Mad, Mad Titan? I think it's Mad Titan. It's the Shadow of Mad Titan. I probably am saying that completely wrong. I'm still trying to wake up. I did an overnight last night, so I'm a little. But that being said, yeah. So summoning spell we use because it's in our card pool. We are a spellcaster. Well, not spellcaster. We are a mystic, so we can do it. We discard cards on top of our deck until we get a ally, and then we put it right into play, which is fantastic. So you're basically paying 2 for any ally we pull. So it doesn't matter what their cost is; it goes right into play. So it's amazing. Inspired, we threw in there to power up. Targets that I'd be really actually going for on that would be Vision, and probably Wonder Man, which I would probably want to start using him until I was like right, if I knew I was right at the final push, because we have to discard a card from our hand also for that. And I think the third target I would also put would be Iron Man. So Hawkeye, we put on the table. He sits there until he's out of arrows, and then we send Clint to the great beyond. And then we have 2 copies of Avengers Assemble, 3 mass attacks. I absolutely love that mass attack. After playing that Captain America deck I made, I actually finally realized how cool. Like, I didn't play a lot of leadership games. Like, you know, when I first started playing this game 3 years ago, like I was really into like playing protection, and there's a lot of neat combos you can do with some of these leadership cards, especially if you're playing with Avengers. So, and we are in fact an Avenger. We are a lot of things, but anyways, that being said, let's get it going. Do a real quick shuffle here. So Stephen Strange, Doctor Stephen Strange, he is a doctor. He has a degree. He has 10 health, hand size of 6. He begins the game with a invocation deck, which we already shuffled. Basically, the whole deal with that is, um, he's just got another deck of 5 cards that he can exhaust and pay a cost to play. I mean, he should. He's the Sorcerer Supreme, so I mean, makes sense. Actually, one thing I wanted to check real quick. All right. We'll shuffle one more time, then reveal the top of the deck. Well, actually, we don't even do that until all right, so whoa, why I'm not in Vegas. think I want to make sure I get Hawkeye on the table, especially with the old minions. They're kind of beefy. So Ebony Maw, 18 health. Yeah. One threat per player. Discard spell environments, put into play, shuffle it back into the counter deck. Alright, so we get Rebel Storm. I guess no need to shuffle. This comes into play with 3 invocation counters. Do our sub, I guess. We're shuffle this up. Then reveal the top card, which is the Winds of Watum. It's not a bad one to start with. We get 6 cards. 4, 5, 6. That's 5. This is 6. That's Iron Man. It wouldn't be bad to get Mighty Avengers on the table. They'll have extra Thor and attack. So I might want to keep these. Maybe get this too. But I think I'm just gonna scrap all of them. I would like to get some of my Doctor Strange equipment on the table. I think that's respectful. Protective Ward. Eye of Agamotto. We have a Vision. We have a Captain America. I can't afford him. 2, 3. Inspired. Well, we'll go ahead and flip to Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme. I'm going to use Captain America and Inspired to put out our Eye of Agamotto. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's see what we can draw and do first. We'll just exhaust ourselves, and then we'll play Winds of Watum, and we'll identify the this as the discard pile. So now we can draw 3 cards. So we get Wong. There's Hawkeye, which we wanted, and Magical Instruments. Cool. All right, so let's do this. Let's go 1, 2. Let's get the Eye of Agamotto out first. We'll use the Eye of Agamotto to play a Power of Leadership to get Hawkeye on the table. Hawkeye comes onto the table, he gets 4 arrow counters on him. So then we can respond whenever a minion enters play. We can remove an arrow counter from Hawkeye and deal 2 damage to it. And I think we'll just go ahead and do 3 resources. Oh, you know what? We forgot to do the other part of the setup. Can't believe I forgot. Okay, yeah, so we're supposed to do his revealed effect too. So we have to put another thing in. Alright, so there's a fireball. Okay. Alright. I'm only human. I am... Please don't call... the FFG police. Alright, so now we got that. And then I think we'll hold on to Wong. We could use Hawkeye just to take a threat off. Keep it maintained, I think. And let's ready up. We'll hold on to Wong. He has 1 damage. It would be easier if I just do that. Oh yeah, and then we have to, this should be revealed too. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. White Tiger is interesting too because we can just play her, get three more, let's get 2 cards. All right, 1 threat goes on. His effect kicks in. When you would activate, remove 1 counter off of the environments. And then Ebony Maw is going to attack with 2 and a boost. So we do have 6 3-boost icons to worry about. We don't have amazing lot of health. So, unfortunately, we don't have our cloak of levitation, which is something that makes us happy. We'll take the attack. Hopefully it's not a 3-boost, so 2, and we're good. That's an advance. I'd love to see that happen really in the beginning of the game. And that's going to be 2 damage. And we're down to 8. We got slapped in the face by the wizard. By the other wizard. And we'll get our encounter card, which is going to be an assault, so he's going to hit us again. So again, that's activating, so it's going to be taking off more counters. And this is going to be a different kind of game, because unlike the last game where we had control over this, there's no control. So now we're going to get attacked for 2, 3, 4. Now we're down to half our life. Probably not ideal. And it's on us. If we do the Wong play, he can help us heal. Do the status card and replace it. We don't have that. Let's hit 3 resources. Let's get White Tiger on the table. When we play White Tiger from our hand, we get to draw X cards to a maximum of 3. So stage 2 for Ebony Maw, it's equal to what the villain stage number is, so we get to draw 2 cards. And we got our Cloak, which is great. So now we can use Eye of Agamotto. We'll use Inspired. We put the Cloak of Levitation on the table. That's perfect. So now we can actually defend for ourselves a little bit. Ooh, we're gonna be taking 4 damage because of that fireball. We have to go down. And Hawkeye is gonna die, and so is White Tiger. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, we're gonna have to flip down and heal because the fireball will kill us. So we'll flip down. I'm gonna discard this. So that's our ability, and then the 7 Rings of Rugador. If only I could have played that now. We're going to recover 3, so we don't die. Probably what's going to happen. Since we're going to be losing them, we might as well have her hit him for 2. Have him thwart 1. I mean, that's it. That's all we can do. And we're going to get slapped around a little bit. This is going to be a wizard fight. Again, we should... Yeah, we'll hold on one more time. 3, 4, 5, 6. Not going out the way I like it. So Wong is definitely coming out next turn. Okay, one threat goes on to the main scheme. Ebony Maw is going to scheme and activate, but before that, we have to remove the spell counters off the environments. We'll do Rebel Storm first. After the last invocation counter is removed from the Rebel Storm, discard it, deal 2 damage to each character you control. Oh, actually, I think I die. Oh. 1, 2, that drops me down to 5. And then Hawkeye and White Tiger just got annihilated. And then Fireball, deal 4 damage to your identity. So we're down to 1 health. Holy crap. What a difference. I mean, I guess this will go and show to all the naysayers that they say Doctor Strange is broken, but he can still lose a game of Marvel Champions. Obviously. Cool. So that happens. Now we'll do his activation, since he, basically wiped out my board. He's going to scheme for 2, and then 3. So that will go to 4. And then we will get an encounter card, which will probably be Death. Thank goodness we were in an alter ego. I got that down to attack when I always go down at the right time. So we don't get hit with the quick to strike, so we don't have to worry about her effect. But she does have an effect whenever she attacks and damages a character, they get stunned. That means they can't go to the bathroom, if you will. Oh, yeah, beans delicious. Alright. That was a horrible turn of sadness. I don't know what to do. I'm going to die. I'm going to recover. It's a 4. Hopefully I don't die. I don't know what to do. I don't want to... If I stay down on our turn, we lose the main for realsies, but... I can get Wong out. I can get Wonder Man out. But I won't be able to attack with Wonder Man because I don't have an additional card to discard for that. Ooh, but I can use the 7 Rings of Rugador to give up to 3 characters a tough status. So we're going to flip to the Sorcerer Supreme, the real Sorcerer Supreme. And we're going to exhaust our Cloak of Levitation to ready up Doctor Strange. Oh, I won't be able to play everything. I think getting Wong out first is a priority because he can heal me. So I'm going to... I don't think Wonder Man is, because he costs me a card, and I don't need that right now in my life. So we'll play 3 resources and we'll get Wong on the table. Now Wong is fun because when we have a choice with his action, we can either choose to heal damage from us or he can discard the top card of the invocation deck. Which I don't want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and use this to exhaust Doctor Strange to pay for the 7 rings. And I can give up to 3 characters each a top status card. And I think what I'm going to do... I'm going to give Ebony Maw a top status. Oh wait, no, because I don't have this card, do I? Nope, I haven't played. No, I'm just going to do that. What I was gonna do was I forgot that this card got used, I would have put a top status card on Ebony Maw, and then what I could have done with this card is I could have changed it to like a stun or confusion, because that's so wizard. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pitch this, and I'm gonna ready up. And we'll reveal this card, which will be the Images of Icon, which will be good because we can confuse him and remove 4 threat off the scheme. And we'll leave Protective Ward in for something fun. And we get a Kalu and an Astral Projection. Alright, main goes up by 1. It's at 5. There are no spell environments in place, so we don't have to worry about that. He is going to attack for 2. We'll go ahead and take it to the face because we have a tough. Attacking for 2, and then give the villain a tough status card. Alright. Oh, that's nice. How fun to be you. So we lose the tough, and then Super Giant is going to attack us for 2. We'll go ahead and have Wong attack or defend it. Oh, and actually, I forgot to do this, but I would have exhausted Wong to heal me up to 5. So, but yeah, we'll have Wong. I mean, we could just actually take the 2. I think we'll take. Actually, no, let's take the 2 because we just have Wong heal us for 1. And then counter card is Outrider. When revealed, discard 1 card at random from your hand. Not what I wanted to see. So this is where I wish I had Hawkeye right now. But that's my Astral Projection card. How do I thwart? Oh, I had 2. Neat. Okie dokie. Let's do this. Oh no, that's 2. Wait, before we do that, let's do 1, 2. We'll put Kalu on the table. So the response with him is, when he enters play, we search the top 5 cards of our deck for an event, and then add it to our hand, and shuffle our deck. So we get Energy, a Genius, a Magic Blast. Oh, I like that. Master of the Mystic Arts. And a Summoning Spell. We do have 2 resources. Deck's getting pretty thin. I don't think that would be a... No. Warning is important too. We get that main... Well, we have this to actually take care of that. But we won't have enough to pay for that. And I'd rather get the confusion down. So maybe we play the Master of the Mystic Arts. And then... let's take this. Let's exhaust Wong to heal for 1. Let's do that. We'll use Magic Blast to pay for images of Icon. We will confuse Maw. We'll remove 4 threats off the main. I think we just we're gonna ready up. We'll have Clue hit 1 on him. Then let's hit the other one on him. Get rid of that. And then we'll have Wong block Super Giant. Actually, won't matter. We'll have him block because he'll die. He only has 1 health left remaining anyways. And then we'll have Wong heal us again. I don't want to flip down right now, but I'm glad I got the confusion down at least. And then this is gone. Alright, so we got the Crimson Bands. So with that one, we'll be able to stun him and do 7 damage. Alright, so let's hold on to these 2, and then we'll go... Oh, we got the Summoning Spell back. 3, 4, 5. Hey, what's going? Let me see if I can say it. Atila? Or Edila. Edila. Did I say that correctly? I'm sorry if I butchered it. Attila. Nope. I'm not playing in a campaign. I'm actually doing a limited environment tournament. So this was actually something. So this is actually between me and 3 other content creators. Jason Sketch, Solo Marvel Champion, and MC Deck Discussion. And basically, what we did a couple weeks ago was we did a drafting of all the cards that are in Marvel Champions. Oh, you're playing that's the Mad Titan Shadow campaign. I love that campaign. Loki's really tricky on that one. I really like the hell. I love Loki. It's like one of my other favorite character in Marvel, but I really particularly enjoyed the Hela scenario because it just felt like a mission of going through all these obstacles and trying to get and save Odin. And I like playing the campaign version because then you get Odin to flip over to his good side, or his stronger side. But what I was saying beforehand, so basically we all did a draft and we have our own card pool. So and then we each fight. Every week, we fight the same villain, and then we only can build decks with the heroes that we drafted and the cards that come with it. So if you check my description on we on Twitch right now. So on my YouTube channel, in the description on that, I actually have the list of the other content creators. But if you're just checking that out, they also have their games on there also. So right now, every time we win a game, then we just go ahead and we have points at the end of the game. So basically, if you win the game, it's 10 points, and then you get minus points if there's any minions on the table or any threat on the scheme. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Hela's great. I think the whole campaign was great. It's something that you just like, especially if you like after you like watch all the Infinity Saga and the MCU. You get a real feel for it with that. Thanos is fun to fight too. That whole box is great. I would have to say that if I would start ranking my boxes, Like I love the Sinister Motives one. That's like one of my top favorites. I would say that this one, the Mad Titan, is probably is my number 2 in the top 2. Do you have all the all the campaign or expansion boxes? Nice. Have you gotten Hercules or Wonder Man yet? Starting off one threat on the main. There are no environments in play, so we don't have to worry about any spells going off like we did in the beginning of the game. Rest in peace, Hawkeye and White Tiger. Ebony Maw is going to activate against us and attack. We have not seen a 3 boost, I don't think. So we still got 3/6 boost icons somewhere in this encounter deck right now. I say I'm gonna play it safe. I'm just gonna defend. Yeah, I'm gonna defend. I'm gonna be smart and actually defend. Attacking for 2, and then there's one of them. I love calling my shots. He's counting cards. So it's gonna be 5. So we take 3 damage. And I believe he has one more of those in there too. They also prevent damage. So we're down to 1. So we need a doctor. We are a doctor, but Supergiant's gonna attack. We'll have Clue take the hits. We already got what we needed. All right, cool. So as long as he doesn't get like an activate, that'd be great. And then we get the encounter card being Agent of Thanos. Deal 1 damage to your hero for each spell environment in play area. If you take no damage on this way, this card gains Surge. Well, luckily we didn't have a spell environment because that would have been game over. And a Fireball comes into play, and this also gains Surge. And then we get the Black Order Infantry. This comes in with Guard, and when it's defeated, we have to give the villain a tough status card. And this is gonna hurt. This is not nice. I'm scared. Wong is going to heal us for 1. We are going to use the Cloak of Levitation to ready back up. I'm going to use... I hope I have an ally in there. I'm going to use a summoning spell. I'm going to get Duck out, but... There goes my Sanctum. There goes my Mystic Arts. Alright, we get a Falcon. After Falcon enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each treachery looked at this way, remove 1 threat from a scheme. Hey, that's a treachery. Hey, that's a treachery. Cool. So we're looking, so we don't have to shuffle. So this would be a 1. This would be so the advance. So the advance is going to be an encounter card. So we're going to have to stay up, I think. Or at least we cleared this. So the boost icon is going to be a Cop Guard. Advance is going to be that, and then we're going to have a 2 boost to deal with. Well, he'll only scheme. Oh wait, no, actually we're fine. No, because then they're going to scheme. What do we do? Well, actually, no. We can actually just use Protective Ward and cancel that. Okay, new plan. I have Agamotto. Exhaust. We'll use the Crimson Bands. We'll kill you. Yeah. Let's just get rid of you. You're annoying me. So we can hold on to that. We got 7 people here? Welcome. And we get the Windsor Tomb. Nice. Alright, so we got 4 turns till 4 damage happens. So around that time, we'll probably need to flip down. So we only have. So I guess we just have Falcon block the attack. And then this will get revealed, and then we cancel it with our protective ward. That's fine. Oh, we get 2. We're probably gonna get 2 encounter cards, right? Let's throw 2 damage on him. We just get some type of value out of him before he's no longer with us. And we'll ready up. I'm glad. Appreciate you stopping by to watch. It's always fun to talk to somebody when you're playing. Oh, there it is. That's what we wanted. This is the real Sorcerer Supreme card. Okay. So we didn't deck out, so we don't get the extra encounter card. That makes me happy. We would put 1 threat onto the main. Ebony Maw is going to activate. So before he activates, boom, 1 counter comes off. So we got 3 left. He's going to attack for 2 and a boost. We'll have Falcon block it, so it's going to be 2, 3. So Falcon is no longer with us. And then we get our encounter card, which you know is going to be an advance. We'll go ahead and use the Eye of Agamotto to play a protective ward. When a treachery is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel all its effects and discard it. Yeah, I'd rather do that so I can keep the confused on. Yes, it was all part of the plan. That's why I love Falcon. Like, his ability is so great because you get to look at, you basically get information on what the next like boost and Iron Power card is going to be, so you can actually try to plan around that. All right. Oh, yeah, actually, I did that out of play. He should have attacked, and then I would have defended. And, yep. And then we already did that, and then now it's my turn. Did that out of play. We're going to use our cloak to ready up. We are going to use our ability to play it from our invocation deck. The Winds of a Tomb is a free cost. We get to draw 3 cards. So that's 1 we decked out. So this will become an encounter card. So we know it's going to surge. What? How do you feel about the new heroes? I think they're cool. Hercules is fun. I think Wonder Man. I like Wonder Man though. Like, Hercules is that one hero where if I really want to just get powerful and just like smash, I could play him. But Wonder Man is like, he's got a lot of moving pieces. The whole tucking mechanic, I love that stuff. So then that would answer your next question. Do I like Silk? Yes. Wow, so many resources. So we got all 3 of our resources. That's amazing. Alright, so we'll go ahead and use energy, and then we will become officially the Sorcerer Supreme. So we get +1 to our hand size while we're in hero. We'll play another double resource to put in a Avenger's Tower, because we are indeed, in fact, an Avenger. And really, honestly, that's all I can do. We'll use Wong to heal us for 3. Honestly, I kind of don't need that. Actually, no. Let's. Yeah, no. I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna use Wong's ability to discard the top card of the Invocation deck. Ooh, that's the one I wanted. Oh, but I'm exhausted. I can't use it. Oh, but I can use this. That's right. I dropped it. The Master of the Mystic Arcs. Pay the printed cost of the top card of the Invocation deck and resolve its special ability, and then place it... Pay the printed cost of the top of the Invocation deck, resolve its special ability, and then place it back on top of that. Oh, sweet. Yeah, so we're going to do this. We're going to spend 1 resource. We're going to spend 2 resources to play that. So we'll go ahead and deal 7 damage. 7 damage to Ebony Maw, which would take off the tough wasted damage, but... And we're allowed to play it, even though he has guard, because it's not an attack, it's a special. So we'll go ahead and stun him. And then this goes back on top, so we can just leave that there. And I think I'm going to take this opportunity to flip down, because I think both advances now are in the discard pile. So we got 1. Yep, so both advances are in there. The only thing that's we got to look out for now is shadows, but we still got 3 turns before that goes off. We know we're getting another environment. Just take this opportunity to heal, I think. And let's ready it. Alright, so we get Mystical Studies, Avengers Assemble, Astral Projection, Fast Attack, the Iron Man, Squirrel Girl. What's she gonna do? 1 threat goes on. Ebony Maw is confused, so he's not going to activate. So this one a trigger because he doesn't activate. And then we are going to have him scheme for 1, which will put 3 on the main. We get another encounter card. First one is gonna be Pacification. This has Surge. And this gets 3 counters on it. Yeah, Wonder Man's tricky because if I could sum him up, he's like a ride or die character. Like, it doesn't seem like it's like you want to always make sure that like he likes to get hit. He's definitely one of those he likes to get hit characters, because as you play your events, like you always want to make sure you have like 2 or 1 attached or less, because every time you play an event, you get to tuck that underneath you, and that's going to get you a heal for 1 health, which is pretty nice. I've only really played it. I played as Precon a lot, and that's more of a Justice, and then I played him in another Justice build that I did. I'm kind of interested in trying him out in Aggression, because, you know, with his building mechanic, he can include any type of event cards that have energy resources on it. So, I mean, that can get you access to a couple of things. I'm also thinking about Protection, because I do love Protection. And just having the attachments that can give you more defense, more health, being able to block, take hits, play event cards, heal yourself up. It'd be kind of interesting, I think. Revealing our search card is Reactor Overload. Well, I can't take the extra 2 damage because I will die. And so we're going to have to place 2 extra per on here, so that's going to be 5. And that will put a fun thing on here. Under Fire, reveal the top card of the Incarnate deck and Surge. So again, our side scheme. When defeated, discard this. When defeated, discard cards from top of the Incarnate deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion in play, engage with you. And then this is satisfied. And then this surges. This is going south quick. So this comes in with 2. And then we'll surge it into Outrider. When revealed, discard 1 card from random from your hand. Alright, cool. No problem. Enjoy your good luck with your game. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. That's not the end of the world. Cool. So do I play Squirrel? We're gonna recover for 3. We're gonna use Wong to heal us 1. We're gonna use Mass Attack to play for Mystical Studies. This is an alter ego action. Search your deck, discard pile for a Doctor Strange card, and add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. For a Doctor Strange card, what do we want? Probably this one. One Astral Projection. We're gonna move 3 off of here, and that'll remove 1 more. So there's only 1 threat on there. So many nonsense that's happening right now. We need to put out Squirrel Girl. We're gonna exhaust Avengers Tower. Next, reduce the cost of the next Avenger ally you play by 1. We'll use the mystical arts to put in Squirrel Girl. When she comes into play, she deals 1 damage to each enemy. So 1 to Mox, this is not an attack, and then 1 damage goes on to him. So that leaves him with 1 health, and then he gets hit for 1. We'll have Squirrel Girl. Actually, you know what? Let me call that back real quick before I do that. So ideally, I think what I want to do is I want to thwart the landing craft off first. So this is defeated, and we discard till we get more a minion. Shadows of the Past, Reactor Overload. Okay, so Black Dwarf comes in. He has Overkill. And then we do that play where we do this, pay for 1. Squirrel Girl, then she throws 1 damage on everything, so he goes down to 1. He goes down to 1. And then he goes down to 5. And then Squirrel Girl will take out him. And then the villain gets a tough status. She'll take 1 consequential damage. And that's it. This is a lot way different than when we were playing as Venom. This one we're ducking and diving here. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, it's Captain America. Need your help. Alright, so 1 goes on. Ebony Maw would activate when stunned, so these won't trigger. Yay us. And then Outrider's going to attack for 1. I think we just eat it. We're gonna take the 1. And then Black Dwarf is going to attack us with 3 with Overkill. We'll have Wong block that because he has a tough status. So they just get soaked all into the tough. And then we're going to get some encounter cards, which will be the Black Order. While a Black Order minion is in play, threat cannot be removed. This comes in with a hazard. Okay. Oh. This game is a little more different than the Venom game. This one's an actual fight. We're dipping and dodging over here, Jason. We're dipping and dodging. All right. All right. We have to get rid of all the Black Order people. So I say he's only got 5 health left. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's exhaust. Let's play magical enhancements. We'll go ahead and play Master of the Mystic Arts. We'll go 1. And then we'll go 2. To play this, we'll the 7 damage will get soaked in there. We'll stun him again, so we can prolong the counter still. And that makes me happy a little bit. And then this card would get discarded, but it'll go back on top of my deck. Oh, actually, no, I don't even have to exhaust to do that, because I'm playing that from the top. Big brain over here. Okay, perfect. So then I think what we do is we thwart. I think we have to use Squirrel Girl. I do have 2 resources. Yeah, I think we just I don't want that hazard. I don't have anything to clear that. The main pops are 2 threats, so we're still okay. Both advances are in the discard pile. So don't want to get it. I don't want that hazard. But I think I'm gonna have no choice but to get that hazard for 1 turn. Because I don't have enough power. Because I could play this again, wipe him out, have Squirrel Girl take him out. But I have to exhaust to use this. Oh, but I still have the ready and I can still clear that. Yeah, let's do that. That works. Alright, Squirrel Girl takes out Outrider. I'm going to exhaust to pay 2 cost on the Crimson Bands of Sidorak. We would stun, deal 7. He's dead. Reveal the next card, which is the 7 Rings of Rugador. And then Cloak of Levitation already back up. Then we thwart, we clear that. Oh yeah. Oh, I love that movie. What a time period to be alive growing up during that generation. We had so many great movies. A lot of people don't even like talk about that movie. Dodgeball was a great movie. Also, remember Old? I don't know if you ever seen Old. I'm sure you had Old School. That was a classic too. What do you think? What do you think of this Sorcerer Supreme card? Now that's a Sorcerer Supreme card for Doctor Strange. Oh, you know what's really funny? I don't think I was giving myself the 6-hand card size. Also, I've literally had this card out for like the last couple of turns. I've only given myself 5 cards. I cheat myself. You know, it's really epic. This background music. Give me that electronic 80s vibe. Where's my bandana? You did what? I report them.
They were on my team. They weren't even that great, but
I feel like my day has been completely lost. All right. One threat goes on. Won't activate, so these won't trigger because he's stunned. And then we get a counter card, and it's going to be Shadows of the Past. Nope. It's an environment, so I can't even block that. So this comes in with 2. Oh man, we're gonna die. This is starting to become like the same setup. Get all the environments in play. That should be an achievement. Surges into nice channeling trance. Remove one invocation counter from each spell environment in your play area. If no spell environment. Oh wait, we can cancel that. We're gonna use protection ward. Yeah, discard all the effects, baby. Let's go. You just got out wizard by the wizard. Just recently too, I just watched Endgame and Infinity War, and I love the interactions between Maw and Doctor Strange. So I got myself all pumped up for this game. All right, we dodged another bullet. All right, so now. So now what we're going to do is not die. We're going to use Wong to heal, get us up to 6. And then we got to get rid of some threat here. So let's do... Do I put White Tiger out? 2 cost... How many counter cards are left here? Not a lot. We're gonna reduce the cost of our next Avenger that we play by 1. We're gonna go 1, 2. We're gonna get out White Tiger. When we play White Tiger from our hand, we get to draw cards again to the whatever this stage is on the villain. So we're going to draw 2. So we get magical enhancements. Let's get 1 resource to play Inspired. So she has 3 thwart, 3 attack. And then we'll play 1 resource. Oh, this goes on my hero. Alright, we'll put this on ourselves. So we get +1 to the end of turn. And there you go. This was the, by the way, this was the inspiration to Hercules' card. Lion of Olympus. There we go. Look familiar? Thanks. Alright. So we'll have a 3 defense. Alright, so let's do... We'll clear this. And then White Tiger will thwart and take 3 off the main since this is gone. She's down to 1 health. And then we ready up, and we'll just go ahead and clear that. Alright, we gotta start laying some damage down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I say we get vision down. We are going to put a threat on. And then we're removing counters. So 1, 1, 1, 1. And then Ebony Maw is going to attack for 2 and a boost. We'll go ahead and defend that since we have a 3 defense. So 2, 3, 4. So we'll take 1 damage. And then we'll get an encounter card, which will be Exhaustion. Exhaust your identity. This will surge. And now... Did I forget the my acceleration tokens? Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to improvise. So that's the acceleration counter. I'll shuffle this up real quick. Now things are going to get... No, we're in the end game. We might be in the end game now. Who knows? Shuffling it up so I get all the bad ones first. Oh, no. 1, 1. Okay. Well, let's find out what these do. After the last invocation card is removed, discard 1 card random from your hand. You are confused. So, basically, they're both the same. So, we become confused, and we're going to lose 2 cards at random. Isn't that fun? Excuse me. Pick a card, any card. Not too damning. We still got a vision at least. All right. And it's now our turn. Exhaust Wong to heal. This goes away. Oh, you know, we could have canceled that too. Oh. Reduce the next Avenger we get by 1. So we're going for the vision play. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. So vision comes on the field. We're gonna ready up. We will, I guess, exhaust ourselves to get rid of the confusion, since we have a nice heavy fort ability. Don't have an energy resource to feed vision, so I'm going to hold off on that. We're going to be taking 4 damage to the face. Oh no. I don't like that at all. Might as well keep White Tiger on for the block. Not much of a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So getting Mighty Avengers right now, since we have Vision on the table, is good because then we get that down. He gets one. He'll become a 3, and then we can start feeding him energy resources to make him stronger. All right. 2 threat goes on to the mate. He's going to activate, so we're going to remove these 2. All right, first one's Fireball. Deal 4 damage to your identity, so we go down to 3. Discard a upgrade you control. You are stunned. I will choose the Avengers Tower, I guess. Right. Oh, discard an upgrade control. Well, well, actually, I'll discard the Inspired. I control it. It's an upgrade. Yeah. And we're stunned. He's attacking. We'll have White Tiger take the hit. So attacking for 2. And there's the other 3 boost. Plus there's, 7 more of those in there now because the deck got reshuffled, so... And the counter card says Advance. Unfortunate. We got nothing to cancel that. Nope. That's happening. He's scheming. We're going to lose we're definitely losing this. It's going to be 2. And then... Oh, wow. Discard 1 random card from your hand. Okay. So... Goes to 5. But we do lose a card. So it's not... I mean, I'd rather see that happen than lose that first main scheme. I don't want to deal with another spell right now. So I think all the spells are pretty much... Alright, so we lose a Wonder Man. Not the end of the world. Because right now he costs us things to use. Alright, turn flips over to us. We're at 3. We're stunned. That's fine because we're not really trying to... Well, we have a Magic Blast. We could have done something with that. Let's heal 1 on us. Let's exhaust. Oh. I think we should get Mighty Avengers out. Let's go 2. Let's go 3. And we'll get the Mighty Avengers out. If each of your characters has the Avenger trait, each ally you control has 1 threat. Actually, that gunks us up because Wong isn't an Avenger. Wong would have to go away. So maybe we don't play that. Maybe we use the Mighty Avengers to put Inspired on, to inspire Vision. Make him a 3/2. And then we can do Power of Leadership, put in Kalu. And then we can search the top 5 cards of our deck, which is 1, and we can't use it anyways. So at least we know that's our support card we're getting. And we have the Magic Blast right here, which we weren't going to use anyways, but it's an energy resource, so we can feed it to Vision. That being the case, we need to... I can take 4 off of that. Clue can take 1 off. That's cleared, and then have Vision do a hit. Yeah, let's do that. Let's thwart 2 off of here. Then we ready up. Then we thwart 2 again. And then we'll have Kalu remove 1. It's down to 1 health. Let's use the Eye of Agamotto to generate an energy resource, and we'll put it on Vision. So until the end of phase, he gets +2 to his chosen power. We'll do 5 or 2 to his attack. He's already a 3 attack, so he's 5 till the end of phase, and then we'll go ahead and hit Ebony Maw for 5. So he's down to 10. And then Vision's down to 2 health. So we'll ready up. We'll hold on to the Magic Blast. We draw Sanctum. We deck out, so we'll get an encounter card. Three, 4, 5, 6. So actually, this might be an interesting play. We could do a mass attack. Because mass attack says exhaust 3 allies you control that share a trait. I'm an Avenger Mystic, so I'll Mystic, Avenger, Avenger. So they all share something with me. So this could actually be a play. And does this count as an attack also? Yep. Let's see what happens. 2 threat goes on. Ebony Maw is going to activate. He's attacking for 2 and a boost. We'll defend it. So 2, 3, 4. Play the numbers. So we only take 2 damage. Oh, I broke this. Cool. So 2, and then 2 encounter cards. Hopefully they're not assaults. Fireball. So this comes into play with 4. And it's going to surge into channeling trance. I can't cancel it, so it's going to remove 1. And then the other encounter card is the assault, so that's going to remove another 1. And then we'll have Kalu take the hit. So that's going to be 2, 3. We'll exhaust. We'll get readied up. We'll exhaust the stun. We'll play Eye of Agamotto to do Genius. To play a mass attack. We have to exhaust. Oh, I have to exhaust 3. I don't have 3 allies anymore. Unfortunate. Next option is we go 2, and then we go. Well, we'll still use the Eye of Agamotto, so we'll do 3, and then we'll play Magic Blast, deal 5 damage to an enemy, which will deal to Ebony Maw. That drops him down to 5. discard the top card of our deck, and it's an energy, so this deals an additional 2 damage to him. So that leaves him at 3. What have we gone through so far in our deck? Can't play decks, we're exhausted. This is gonna pop in 2 turns. Let's do this. Let's put out the Sanctorum. Let's use Wong to heal for 1. I mean, either way, it's... Alright, we'll use an energy resource. Power up Vision. Well, Vision's already got 3, so we actually don't even need to do that. We can just, we'll hit him for 3. Let's just get him down to the next stage. Alright, so when revealed, we discard cards to the top of the encounter deck until we get a spell card and put that into the play area. So discarding for some, there's shadows, there's that. Alright, so Rebel Storm comes in with 3. And he gets 23. Yeah. Alright. We gotta, I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna flip down. Six. So we're probably gonna lose that. Actually, chances are we're definitely gonna lose it. It's got these schemes with a 3, so 2 goes on. Scheming for 3, 4, 5. That's gone. Now we're in the end game. Let's see here. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Each player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until a spell environment comes into play. So that'll put back all those missed spell cards. Oh yeah, one should came off of these. And we got a fireball coming at us, so we definitely need to heal. Hopefully we don't get another fireball. There's an advance. Pacification. So this one stuns us and exhausts every upgrade we have. This one's got fireball coming. Cool. There. Counter card is going to be React to Overload. either take 2 damage or place 2 threat here. I don't want to take the damage, so this is going to get 5. Alright, let's recover for 3. Let's have Wong heal us for 1. Let's use our Sanctum Sanctorum. Shuffle a spell card from our discard pile. Let's grab a Magic Blast. And then we can draw a card. Coin Carrier, it's a little too low. Alright, flip to hero. Let's do Avengers Tower. We'll play Power Leadership. Hawkeye will come into play. Comes in with some counters. 4 of them. And spring token. And then we're gonna do we're going to play 2 resources, play Astral Projection. We're going to remove 3 threats, and then discard this. That'll reduce another additional threat on that. We'll go ahead and ready up. We're going to go ahead and use Eye of Agamotto to play Masters of Mystic Arts. We'll go ahead and use a Twin Carrier to pay for that. And then we'll go ahead and use... you know what? Honestly, I'd rather just... Hold on. I'm just going to exhaust Strange to pay... to use Mystic Arts. Actually, no, we'll use the Queen Carrier for that. To use the 7 Rings of Regador and give up to 3 characters tough. And then we have the Vapors of Eltor. Hawkeye can take that last threat off. That gets defeated. He takes 1 damage, so he's got 2 health left. Alright, see you, Jason. Thanks for stopping by. Then we're going to attack with Vision. So Vision's got a 3 attack. We're going to put an energy resource into him to give him +2. So that'll take him from a 3 to a 5. We'll do 5 damage onto Ebony Maw. And that drops him down to 18. And that's it. I'm gonna scrap this. On exhaust everything. And he would just lose the top. You get to draw up to 6 cards. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Iron Man. Two threat goes on. This gets removed, this gets removed, this gets removed. Fireball deals 4 damage to my identity. But we have a tough, so that soaks it. He's going to attack for 2 and a boost. We're going to have Wong defend that, so that'll be 2. And then he gets a tough status card, which actually works out into our favor. Counter card will be Super Giant, has Quick Strike. We'll take the 2 damage, and then that stuns us. So now we got a minion to worry about here. Alright, I'm going to exhaust and play Vapors of Veltor. I'm going to choose the stun in play. Oh, you know what? Better idea. I'm going to use the Eye of Agamotto to play for Masters of the Mystic Arts, and to play Vapors of Veltor, which is 0 cost, so it'll go back on top for free. I'm going to take my stun and give myself a tough. And then I'm going to exhaust myself to do Vapors of Veltor again. And I'm going to choose his tough to be a stun. And then we get to reshuffle the Invocation deck. So that's 5, right? And we get another Vapors of Veltor. Sweet. One I wanted. I want to ready up. I'm going to use Vision, clear that. Actually, you know what? No. I can just do that. We'll thwart the 2 off of this. We'll use this to power up Vision up to a 5 attack. We'll have him kill Super Giants. And then Vision is defeated. And then we play 3 resources to get White Tiger onto the table. This will give us 3 card draw because there's 3 cards. So we get a Protective Ward, a Mystical Studies. I'll have her do 2 damage. And then we'll have Hawkeye do 1 damage. I accidentally also forgot to use my counter on that. We'll do this to put this down on the table. Will give us +1 to everything, even though we have a tough, but just in case. And we'll hold on to the ward. One, 2, 3, 4. Captain America. I get 6. And a mass attack. We get Captain America on the table. If we get Wonder Man and Captain America on the table, I'm thinking Wong's gonna take the hit. Okay, so Ebony Maw, 2 threat goes on. And then Ebony Maw will not activate because he's stunned. And then we get the encounter card, which is going to be Outrider. When reveal, discard 1 card randomly in your hand, which is probably going to be my mass attack or Captain America with my luck. That's how that usually would play out. So, yeah, see. There goes that. Cool. Alright. Alright. So, it's our turn. This is going. We can get Wonder Man out for 1. So it's Avengers Mansion. We can't because we have 3 allies and he's not. We'll have Wong take him out. Well, Mass Attack actually works. Actually, hold on. Change my mind. I'm going to do 1 damage. I'm going to ready up and do another damage. Then I'm going to go 1. 2, 3. Play Mass Attack. And then exhaust 3 allies you control that share the same trait, which they all do. So that's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. And where X is the total attack of those allies and your hero. So that's going to be 5, 6. So we're going to do 6 damage. So I'll drop him down to 9. And then we can just hold off. Yeah, we just hold off. So it's ready up. Let's hold on to these 3, and then 4, 5, 6, and then 2 threat goes on to the main. I mean, now it activates, so this goes off, this goes off. Deal 2 damage to each character you control. So we have a tough. He takes 2 damage. Hawkeye dies, White Tiger dies. Alright, and then Ebony Maw is going to attack for 2 and a boost. We'll go ahead and defend that. So he's attacking for 2, 3. So we'll take 1 damage. Then the encounter card is Pacification. This has Surge. Rubble Storm has Surge. Here we go. And then, of course, the Channeling Trance, but these are not exhausted. We will Eye of Agamotto to Protective Ward, cancel that. Alright, so we survive that. And then it is player turn. I'm going to use the Cloak of Levitation to ready back up. And I'm going to 2 resources to play Astral Projection. Let's remove 3 threat off of here. And that removes an additional 2. So we clear that. We do not have... I could have him discard that. Let's exhaust him to discard this. See if we can get a wins Wootomb. No. We can give ourselves all tough rather than nothing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's exhaust that. Then we'll spend 1 on that to give up the 3 characters a tough status card. Long gets a tough, I get a tough. That's gone. Now we get the images of icon. We'll hold on to our Magic Blast. Ready up. That's 2, 3, 4, 6. And we have another Protective Ward. So we're going to put 3 threat on. And then gone. So this is going to stun me. And it's going to exhaust every upgrade I control. He's attacking for 2. I'm going to take it. 3. Counter card. Fireball comes in with 4. And surges into Black Dwarf. And we're going to be ducking out. Get rid of this. Oh, we can't even. Oh, actually, it's probably better if we stay stunned, I guess. Use this to exhaust to play this. Confuse him. And then we can remove 4 threat off here. And then we get the Winds of Wootomb. How many? So there's still an advance in here. Let's exhaust Avengers Tower. Let's go 1. Let's go 1, 2. We do that. We get out Falcon. Just to see what we have coming our way. So there is going to be an advance coming as a boost card. This would be a boost of 3. Then Agent of Thanos, place 1 threat on the main scheme for each spell, so it's gonna put 3 on there. Okay. Well, let's get at least. Let's start working on him. We'll do 2 damage. So that will leave him at 4. Alright. Well. Now we're getting another hazard, so... Oh, so that will... Well, that's fine, because he's confused, so he won't activate. Okay, that works out. 1, 2, we deck out, so this is going to become the counter card. Alright, and then check this up. I have exactly 4 health. So we'll just have Falcon take the hit, I guess. So that's 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 thread on. He is going to attack. We will have Falcon block for that, so he's going to attack for 2, 3. If he's defeated, Black Dwarf is going to attack with Overkill. Wong will take that. Takes the tough. And then we get an encounter card, which will be the advance. So we reveal the first card under fire. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck. We're just going to cancel that. Or I think we'll just cancel that one. So I'm going to... Well, these are unexhausted now. So I have Agamotto to play Protective Ward. Cancel the Treachery. No, it sucks. Great. And then we reveal the advance. He's confused. And we survived. Turn moves over to us. We're going to go ahead and exhaust and play the Winds of Watum. And our last card will be none other than the Crimson Bands of Sidorak. And we will get to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll go ahead, ready up. We'll go ahead and thwart the 2 off of here. And then we're going to go ahead and... Well, actually, we could have done the... Instead of thwarting, we'll just do 2 Astral Projection. We would have removed that. And then taken that off. So that would have been a clear for that. Because then what we're going to do is we're going to play... we'll use Mighty Avengers to play Master of the Mystic Arts. Play 2 resources to pay for that, and then that comes back on top. And then we would deal 7 damage. Well, actually, we'd stun and do 7. So we'll go ahead and take him off the board. And we can do that because it's not an attack, it's a special. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to spend 2. And we're going to do another one, so we're going to do 7 to him. And that will also stun him. And then we shuffle up and reset this deck. It's ready up. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 threat goes on. He's stunned. Counter card is an assault, so he's going to attack. We'll have Wong take the hit. Attacking for 2, 3, 4, 5. Wong's gone. But I don't think it matters now. We are in the end game. Alright, player turn. We'll go ahead and just do a clean thwart off the main scheme to make that down to 0. And then we'll just use Eye of Agamotto to play 2 resources to play a Magic Blast, which will deal 5 damage to him, take him down to -3, and then... Oh, wrong card. It would be a physical, so he would get stunned again. So, there you go. We survived. That one was a tricky one. That was an actual game. Those spell environments can be real devastating. But you got it. Both games cleared everything, so that's a 10 for each one. And we'll go ahead and submit it, and then we'll get. I believe Solo Marvel Champion is going to be doing a video posting the results. Please check out all the other content creators that are in this tournament. Jason Sketch, also MC Deck Discussion, and Solo Marvel Champion. They put out a lot of great content and put out some really good games in this tournament. So always check that out too. Other than that, I am going to call it a night, and appreciate everyone who took the time to stop by and say hi in the stream, watch this gameplay. Shout out to Jason Sketch and Alia86. Thanks for stopping by. And other than that, I will see you. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time on Facing the Encounter. My name is Jeff. Have a good night.